Strategy Outdoors is brought to you by Jackie's Deer Lures, Wicked Tree Gear, Pennington Wildlife Seed, and XOP Tree Stands. Strategy Outdoors.
Welcome to StrategyOutdoors.com. We're glad to have you here watching our web show. In this episode, we're going to learn a valuable lesson. It's how to be passively aggressive. Team member and co-founder of Strategy Outdoors, Alex Jenkins, is going to teach us how to do that in this episode. Early season, Alex has had a buck that's been using a field. He's got some trail cam pictures of him using a particular ridge that runs to that field. And Alex knows that catching that deer on the field in the daylight is pert near impossible because these deer are really hunted. And so he has decided that if he can move back in tight to cover where that deer is bedding and coming from, that he might just catch a glimpse of him in the daylight.
Well, here it is, October the 30th. It's been kind of warm, but we got a high pressure cold front moving in. We've had a picture of a nice mature 8-point working towards this field in front of us the last couple of days. So hopefully with this cold front moving in, we'll catch him going to the field.
Oh, so close. That was a good encounter. Of course, as deer normally do, they don't always come the way you want them to. That deer was supposed to come from Alex's back right and pass by at a quarter and away to broadside shot, and instead this deer swung wide into Alex's wind. Didn't catch his wind because he was sprayed down good with his Jackie's no scent plus earth spray, but that deer did get to about 15 yards, and because he was on the wrong side of the tree, was able to silhouette Alex and of course busted out as you saw there in the video. But later, and a few weeks later, the rut's in full swing. Alex has a couple places that he knows the deer like to cruise and the does like to hang out. And Alex decides that he's going to get in tight to one of these spots. It's a windy morning. Alex has already hunted this spot 2 days in a row, but none of the deer have been alerted to his presence. So he gets in there tight with them, and he puts in his time knowing that any moment he's going to put a big buck on the ground.
Well, here it is, November the 12th. We've been hunting this spot now. This will be the third day. We're hunting a point in between two bedding areas. We've just been seeing too many deer here to leave. It's a little bit windy today, but we're going to sit here and see what happens. Hopefully today's the day. Don't move, don't move. Don't move. He's worried about that. No, you're alright. Don't you move. Come on, baby. It's gonna happen right here, Alex. He's coming to the left of the cedar. He's walking away. What's he doing? Can you get a lane up through there? 35 or 40. Okay. Just give it some time. He might be coming back over here. Here he comes.
Well, just shot a nice buck. Been hunting here for the past 3 days. Seen a lot of deer, a couple shooters. It's windier than heck today. Trees blowing around. I put a bad shot on him. It's high and back, but we're just gonna give him some time and hopefully he's dead. Man, we've been hunting hard this year. That's the chance I've been waiting on all year. We're just praying that he's dead up the hill. We're gonna get down, get one of our buddies, give him some time, put a tracking job on him.
Well, we're at the point of impact. There's blood right off the bat. So we're going to keep on going and see what we can find.
I see belly. I see belly. Yeah. There he is. Man.
Finally got me a buck down this year. It's November the 12th. I've been hunting my butt off for 2 weeks now. Been hunting daylight to dark almost every day. Didn't really think we'd see much movement today because it's so windy. But about 30 minutes before this deer came in, my buddy Luke texted me and said he just shot a good one. So we were just sitting there and we looked back, I seen a doe coming through, and right behind her came this buck. I shot him at 30 yards. I shot him while he was walking. Hit him a little bit far back and high, but I caught the main artery. I couldn't be happier at this buck. It's another buck down for Strategy Outdoors, and hopefully more to come.
Wow, that's a great bucket Alex put down. You know, he had to take a tough shot there. The deer was moving through several small openings, and it was a windy day. He was following a doe, and in situations like that you can try to stop a deer, but either one, they won't stop in the opening you want them to, or secondly, they won't even hear you and they'll pass right on through your gap while you're waiting on them to stop. So Alex elected to take a shot at that deer while it was walking, and I think he would have made the shot just fine, except for if when you slow down the footage, you hear the arrow hit a limb before it gets to the deer. There's actually two impact sounds, one as it hits the limb and the other as it impacts the deer. So it was a marginal shot. However, Alex was using a large two-blade rage that cut the femoral artery below that deer's spine, and the deer went down just like it was a heart shot. So congratulations to Alex. That was a great buck and a beautiful hunt, and it shows us again how being passively aggressive can help us get it done. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Strategy Outdoors web show, and as always, we hope you'll come back for the next exciting episode right here at strategyoutdoors.com.